What if I told you that you only need a handful of photo shoots on your portfolio to build up a profitable photography business? Despite your false beliefs, you don't need hundreds of photos or 20 different photo shoots in your portfolio to be seen as an official or a professional portrait photographer. And you also don't need tens of different looks and aesthetics and lighting techniques to show that you can do it all on your portfolio either. You actually only need like 3 to 10 solid photo shoots that express your signature style. The key to presenting a perfect portfolio is quality over quantity, and not only that, to make sure that all the photos on your portfolio flows very well. In this video, I want to guide you into how you can navigate your portfolio to ensure the most shoot bookings and clients. Why should you listen to me? Well, I've been in this industry for just under 2 years now, and I've been able to build up a profitable photography business where I'll land consistent clients every single month, guaranteeing me revenue every single month, where I'm able to express my creative style. I'm not just getting hired for these boring commercial shoots, but I'm getting hired for shoots that the clients want my style of shooting. They want my creative control. So therefore, I'm able to create fulfilling work while getting paid to do so. See, the problem with a lot of photographers online that give you advice on how you can build up a photography business is that they only really get paid for these boring commercial shoots or work that they don't really see any enjoyment from. Like, if you're watching this video, you want to get hired for shoots that you see fulfillment from, that you actually find fun and are super creative. Because yes, those photographers get a lot of money, but they're not really creating work that they are happy with. You know what I mean? They're just creating boring work that it's cool, it pays the bills, but it's not something that they actually enjoy. We want to create work and get paid for work that we actually enjoy, and it doesn't even feel like work.
Man got silence for less. I wear pride on my chest. White string vest.
Okay, so how do you attract clients and shoots that want your creative input, that want your creative style, so you could really experiment and do whatever you want? Well, the first thing you need to do is to make sure you find and express your personal style. I want you to look at any big portrait and fashion photographer out there. Why do they get paid for all these big creative photo shoots, these editorials for magazines and brands? It's because they showed off a signature style in the first place. You think they were just creating these boring photo shoots and all of a sudden they've got landed a Vogue job or something like that, and then now they get all these fun creative shoots? Like, no, they, from the start of their career, they decided to find a signature style and find out an experimental way to take photos. That is why they are the best, is because they take risks, and you're not doing that right now. You think that if you want to start getting loads of money and all these jobs is if you just play it safe and you take any photos and what type of stuff. No, you need to really put in the work to find your style as a photographer. And how do you do that? How do you do that in the early stages if you're not getting paid to do photo shoots? Well, it's about doing them for free. It's about following the Photo Genius protocol, and by that I mean taking all your photo shoots seriously, experimenting, quantity over quality in those early stages. I know I'd say quality over quantity before, but the only way you're gonna be able to make a portfolio that is quality over quantity is in those early stages. You're spending a bunch of time doing a bunch of photo shoots, making mistakes, making work that, oh wow, that's really cool, making new discoveries about yourself as a photographer. Because I had to do that in those early stages. I had to take so many, I had to do so many photo shoots. I did so many bad photo shoots. I did so many really cool photo shoots. I did so many like mediocre photo shoots, to find out now, through that experience, I'm able to create my best work on every single photo shoot that I do. If that's a paid shoot, if that's a collaborative shoot, doesn't matter. I'm creating my best work yet. And through all that experimentation, through the experience that I did, doing so many photo shoots, I've now found my signature style as a photographer. I found out what I actually like to shoot, and it's unique. I have a unique way of lighting, a unique way of the type of color palettes that I like to go for, the theme, anything like that. I'm able to create work that not any other photographer can replicate, which is what clients want, and that is what you want as a photographer in the marketplace, especially in this very saturated industry. With AI coming up especially, and there's so many people out there that want to do photography, finding your style as soon as possible is vital. You need to find out what type of stuff that you like to create and make sure it's as unique as possible, because once you found that, you're going to be getting loads of paid shoots. And like I said earlier, I now get hired by clients that want that signature style. Don't expect to get clients like this if you're just doing a bunch of commercial work on your portfolio. Your portfolio's got a bunch of bland and safe types of photo shoots. Clients, especially high-paying clients, they want risks, they want experimentation. So they're not going to hire a photographer that plays it safe. They're going to hire a photographer that experiments and tries something new, which you're probably not doing right now, so you need to do it. Okay, so on to the second tip. Now that you've found your style, stick to that. Do not try to diverge into a different style of shooting and do different stuff and show all different types of looks on your portfolio. Like I said in the intro, like I said in the first few seconds of the video, I said that you don't need to show off 10 different aesthetics and 10 different looks to show that you can do everything. For clients want a specialist photographer who's really good at one style of shooting. So you need to show that in your work. And guys, I don't mean that you have to do the exact same thing every single photo shoot that you do. I'm not telling you to do the exact same lighting and the exact same colors and the exact same location. All your photo shoots are in a studio, all your photo shoots are outdoors. Obviously, you can change that up, but you have to make sure that all your photo shoots flow very well with a specific style. Which I like a lot of photographers, they have a specific style of shooting, but their work still has a lot of variety to it. That's what you want to do with your photography. So there's like a certain color that you like or certain lighting that you like. Maybe you only want to change one of those things. You're not like changing everything about your photography, because the issue of a lot of photographers, they have a lot of like different looks in their portfolio, not in like a good way where it's like, oh, it's all kind of like coherent and it all like flows very well. It literally looks like a different photographer took the photos. Like each photo shoot they do, it's like a different photographer every single time. They're doing completely different grading techniques, completely different lighting, completely different colors, completely different location, completely different vibe, completely different theme. They're changing everything about it. You don't want to do that. You want to stick to one specific style or way of shooting, because clients cannot read your mind. If you like this one really specific way of shooting and you like to shoot these moody and cinematic images, but then your portfolio is filled with these airy and natural light and like high key lighting type of images, you can't blame clients or models that you work with to expect that sort of look from you. So you want to only fill your portfolio with things that you want to shoot. For example, I have a student on my photography program, by the way, top link in the description below. That's the program right here. You get access to some really cool courses and also go personal training with me. With that, I had a student on there, or he's still on there, and he really liked this moody, cinematic type of look. But his portfolio, it was literally filmed with high key, very low contrast, natural light sort of portraits. And I'm telling him, no wonder why you're getting hired by clients or hired by whatever, like models, or just working and collaborating with people that expect that look. It's because you're only showing that look on your portfolio. And ever since I told him that like a few weeks ago, now he's only sticking to that. Now he's only sticking to moody cinematic images, and he's creating way better work. And if you stick to that one style of shooting that you actually enjoy shooting, and you're not just having that pressure of thinking that you need to show range and do all different types of looks, you actually start to enjoy your photography again. You actually start to enjoy taking photos, and you can really learn how to master that specific look. And it's just easier because now you can focus on one specific look. Like for example, the person on my program, he can just now focus on that moody cinematic look, and he can perfect that. Instead of doing it once or twice sometimes and doing other looks, he can perfect that one specific look, and he can become the best at that look in his country, in his area, or even the world. That's the whole point here, guys. If you want me to personally look at your portfolio and tell you what look that you should go for and tell you how you can improve and get access to all these courses that you can see on the screen right here, guys, click the top link below to my photography program, PhotoGenius University. These courses will help you learn how to price yourself, how to communicate with models, how to find your style, and just basically everything that I know as a portrait photographer and how I got to my position. And on top of this, you get personal training with me. We go on weekly calls. I'll basically keep you accountable and make sure you're actually making the fastest progress possible. And I will give you that custom blueprint to your success as a portrait and fashion photographer, like I did with the students on this program. So yeah, guys, click the top link below, join today, become a student, and only the first 15 members get personal training from me. So that number is kind of closing in now. So you kind of have to secure your personal training slot today. So join today and I'll see you inside. Clients want to see a photographer who's really good at that one style of shooting and is amazing as a master at that one thing. So onto the third tip that I'll give you is now, perfect your style. This kind of relates to the last point, but once you've found your style and you've expressed it now, you want to perfect it as much as possible. You want to do as many photo shoots as possible to just perfect it, to really experiment with it, to really find out like, okay, how can I make this look the best look in the industry compared to my competition in the local area or my country or in the world even. You're trying your best to become the best photographer at creating moody and cinematic images. You're doing whatever it is, you're putting your own twist on it, you're finding out what you like. So in the early stages, quantity is key. You want to do as many photo shoots as possible, you want to experiment as much as possible, and then after that, once you've kind of mastered that style and you've gotten really good at it, then it's quality over quantity. Then you can start by doing only like 1 or 2 shoots a month, because then it's like, at that point you're probably getting some paid shoots, but even if you're not, you don't really need to force it now because you're getting so good at it where it's probably best that you kind of take a little bit of a gap in between. Like for me right now, I'm kind of in that stage at the moment. I'm in that like, okay, I'll do like 1 or 2 shoots a month, but every single photo shoot that I do is like really good, and it's like, oh, it's very impactful, and it's like, yo, that's sick, and it's amazing, and I create my best work yet. So once you get to that stage, yeah, you can kind of prioritize quality over quantity there. And one way to create your best work is by doing genius shoots. Well, that's what I like to call them, genius shoots, where you plan them out, you source the right team, maybe you're even budgeting the photo shoot. You're going all out for that photo shoot. You're not just doing like freestyle, like, oh, I'll book a studio and then take some photos. Like, no, you're actually like planning it out. You're making a lighting plan. You're having a specific styling choice. You're having specific makeup. You're hiring the right team for the photo shoot.'re getting a very specific looking model. Like, you're not just a lot of photographers who just, oh, I need a model for a photo shoot and just get anyone to collaborate with. Like, you actually find like a very specific type of model that you want to go for, and you're super strict with it, and you found the perfect model for that photo shoot to make sure you create the perfect photos. I would say that you only need to do a solid 5 of these types of photo shoots, these genius shoots, to put yourself on the right track to landing clients, and so you can start pitching and landing some jobs. And obviously guys, those 5 photo shoots have to be really good. I'm not saying they can be, oh, I did 5 photo shoots already, Joe, and like I'm not getting hired. No, they have to be really good, and that can take a lot of time and experience to get to that level. But even on those 5 photo shoots, try something new in those photo shoots. Like, don't just do the exact same colors and the exact same lighting. Like, try maybe it's a different type of model, or different type of styling, or different type of colored backdrop, or different types of lighting, or different type of mood or emotion that you're going for. You know what I mean? Try something. No, don't do something completely different, but like tweak something, like a little thing about the photo shoot to make it different to the next photo shoot. So it's not just the same photo shoot every single time. Because you don't need like 20 different photo shoots on your website to land you clients. Like, obviously, if you have that many photo shoots on your portfolio, that is fine. Like for me, I have probably around that, like 18 to 20 photo shoots on my portfolio, but the difference is they all have a specific style to them. Like, it's not like 20 different photo shoots and they're all different looks. They all have a very specific look. I would say it doesn't really matter how many photo shoots you have on there, but obviously there's like a minimum having like 2-3 photo shoots. When I see photographers who have like sometimes 2 photo shoots on their portfolio, but they get loads of paid shoots because their work is so good. But for you, like, again, 5 photo shoots is all you really need to start landing clients. That's all you really need. Again, as long as they all fit that style of shooting and they're all of the highest quality possible, that's all that matters. And that's another thing too with the quality, not just style, but make sure that every single photo shoot on there is like as good as the last, because you want your portfolio to be perfect all the way through. You want your don't make like your last photo shoot the shittest photo shoot and it's terrible or something like that, because that's going to put a bad taste in the client's mouth when they're looking at your portfolio, wanting to hire you, and they see that bad photo shoot. You want to end off on a bang, basically. So make sure that every single photo shoot on your portfolio is amazing and it's at the best quality possible. And that's the 3 tips right there. Follow those 3 tips and I'll guarantee you will see so much more progress as a portrait photographer. You will start landing more clients and it's a great time. You're going to start making an actual profitable photography business, which is amazing. But guys, That is all great doing that, but you're not going to be able to create your best work if you don't know the specific etiquette that you're meant to have, how to communicate with a team, how to network, to find the team to make that perfect photo shoot, to create these genius photo shoots. You want to learn how to price yourself when you eventually attract those clients. So if you want to help with all of that, guys, click the top link below for my photography program, Photo Genius University. Like I said earlier, get personal training, get access to these courses, which are the screen's off. Get access to these courses here, right? Get access to those courses there. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to become the most professional photographer that creates their best work while also having a very good reputation as a photographer. So guys, yeah, join that today, and I want to see you in there because I want to make sure you're seeing the fastest progress possible as a portrait photographer. I don't want to see you in these ruts where you're not taking photos for months or you're not making any progress. So yeah, join today, click the top link below, and yeah. Anyway guys, that is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys found this useful. Like, subscribe, comment if you want to. Click on any of these videos here to learn more about portrait photography. And I'll see you next time guys. Goodbye.